Flor, a BSIT student from Mabalacat City College, and today I'm here to discuss what database security is. I'm going to explain to you what is a database security, its importance, and how it can affect a database. But first, let me give you a quick review what a database is.
What is a database? A database is any collection of data or information that is specially organized for rapid search and retrieval by a computer. And in database, data can then be easily accessed, managed, modified, updated, controlled, and organized. Sample of database: your social media accounts, your bank accounts and salary records, license, university admission, your grades and marks, or any collection of data are databases. Now, what is a security? Security simply means being free from danger or feeling safe. An example for that is when you're at home with the doors locked and you feel safe. That also applies in database. We need to secure our data and apply any form of security to protect databases and the information they contain from compromise.
In today's time, everything needs to be secured, whether it's your mobile phone, personal computer, or almost anything. Data security has become a necessity for everyone who's connected to internet and uses internet for any purposes. It is a requirement in every aspect of operation in internet. Because database, it is a storage where large amount of information is stored, and every type of information needs some security to preserve data. Now, why need database security? If there's no security in your database, what will happen? Well, first to that is data will be easily corrupted, and it is important to restrict access to the database from authorized users to protect sensitive data. Privacy is the right of every individual to have some controls over information about themselves. There's three main aspects of database security: confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Confidentiality means no one can read our data or communication unless we want them to. It is protecting the database from unauthorized users. It ensures that users are allowed to do things they're trying to do. Example to that is sharing confidential information about the client with a family member or friend. Also, talking about confidential information somewhere you can be overheard. Integrity means no one can manipulate our data, processing, communication unless we want them to. It is protecting the database from authorized users. It will ensure that what users are trying to do is correct. Example to that is an employee should be able to change, modify his or her own information. And lastly, availability. It means we can access our data, conduct our processing, use our communication capabilities when we want to. Authorized users should be able to access data for legal purposes as necessary. Example is payment orders regarding taxes should be made on time by the tax law. Common threats: credential threats, privilege threats, and system threats. Credential threats: weak password management and authentication schemes allow attackers to assume the identity of legitimate database users. Specific attack strategies include brute force attacks and social engineering, namely phishing. Privilege threats: when a user accidentally misuses access rights that were granted properly, or when an admin grants a user excessive rights by oversight or out of negligence. It can result in a privilege abuse or more malevolent, privilege escalation. Privilege account abuse occurs when the privileges associated with a user's account are used inappropriately, maliciously or accidentally, or through willful ignorance of the policies. Privilege escalation involves attackers taking advantage of vulnerabilities in database management software to convert low-level access privilege to high-level access privilege. Privilege escalation requires more effort and knowledge than simple privilege abuse. System threats: a myriad of other things could trip up database security. This includes SQL injection, missing patches, and cloud. In conclusion, safeguarding the data that you collect and manages is of utmost importance. The goal of database security is to protect your critical data and confidential data from unauthorized access.